The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the handoff.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Page. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. He wants to throw it again. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give is to Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gives it on the option. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Knocks it out of the air. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 5. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The give is to Williams. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've got great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Got it in the middle. It's Riggs. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're still early in this ballgame, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air, it's Page. Zings it complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets...
Fires one high and deep. It's him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He's going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll run it from the gun. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Wall. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Catch in the middle, it's Alexis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Quick completion to the right. There he goes.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Page. Hauls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Finds his man down the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Page. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's McNabb. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week it was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he's got it in the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Caught in the backfield, it's McNabb. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend it.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. And some room to work. Got the first down and more. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Using the quick game. Oh, what a cut! Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just... he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Oh, they're after him! And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Spins away from the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, it just never developed.
Screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Page. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. All the way in for the touchdown. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a rushing throw at this point in the game. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. A little rally into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Walt. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. We'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 15 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Page. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going for it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Looking to throw, it's Page. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's McNabb. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They'll go right back to him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.